Hello everyone, just Goran here, and welcome back to another real-life zoo tour. Today I am joined by Cr0x.
Hello!
We are going to be checking out Dierenpark De Oliemeulen, which is a smaller zoo here in the Netherlands. It's located in the middle of Tilburg, which is actually the city close to the Beeksberg as well. And Cr0x, can you find the zoo?
It's that building.
It is, yeah. It's a little hidden.
Weird.
Fun fact, this zoo is located in an old farmhouse, and that house is actually a monument. So the zoo is obligated to... They can't change anything about the outside of the building. So that's
okay.
why it looks the way it does.
It's a weird place to build a zoo.
I guess. I mean, it's a nice little quirk,
What is Fremste? What does that mean?
I missed out.
Oh, it was on the sign.
Oh, it's the weirdest zoo in the Netherlands. Is basically the
yes,
tagline.
that is a good word. That is very true. It is weird.
So we're getting straight into things. I mean, it's a reptile house. Once you're inside, there's gonna be animals everywhere. But we'll have a look at the entrance gift shop and stuff at the end of the video. But yeah, this is the first kind of room of the downstairs area. So. Bunch of exhibits. This room has most of the smaller animals, so you got your frogs, you got your whatever this is. It should pop up any moment, unless I already missed it. Because it's a jungle nymph. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't take the time to remember each of these animals. There's way too many of them, so I just have little cards popping up every now and then that tell you. This one I do know. This is the veiled chameleon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to lower the volume real quick because I couldn't hear myself think. So yeah, this is the veiled chameleon. I don't know what this one is. I will go through all of the animals in a second. Here we
I think it's a basilisk go through.
Yeah, that might be.
Sounds about right.
We're just going having a little overview first, and then we're gonna look at each of the species individually. But yeah, I really like this this zoo.
It looks cool. Ooh.
It's quirky. They've got a bunch of statues of things all over the place. Cool. This is one of the coolest things about this room. We've got the kraamkamer, or the maternal room. Here they have a bunch of juvenile reptiles. So I think this is also the basilisk, probably.
Yeah, well, no, I think this is an iguana.
That might be a juvenile iguana.
Yes.
So yeah,
looks like it.
It's really cute.
It's adorable.
And on the side of this, we'll see them in a second as well. He got all the way up to the glass. It's amazing. But on the side of this, we also have the chameleon again. I just think it's really cool that they got this little separate space for the juvenile animals to show you neat. What they look like as well. So yeah, here we have the chameleon. So I've been to the zoo twice in the past half year ago, and again like about a month ago, I think. So you'll see some alternating footage of those two visits. So at this point the chameleon were pretty grown up already, but when I was there like 6 months ago, they were so tiny.
Yeah, that's
so
cool that you've been able to like see them grow.
Yeah, it's really cool to see the difference. Here you can see them when they were like super tiny.
Oh my god.
It's adorable.
They are so cute.
And then on the other side over here, we've got kind of a similar thing, but for frogs. So you've got a bunch of different glass boxes with the kind of metamorphose. I completely butchered that word, but
yeah.
Of frogs. So you've got your tadpoles, you've got just little frogs, and then.
So these are dot frogs?
I think they're some type of poison. I think here we have green poison dart frogs.
Yes.
Oh, dart frog. All right, I thought you said dot frog.
Oh.
I was like, what's a dot frog?
Hey, we're both non-native English. We can have broken accents. That's fine.
Yeah, it's allowed. People can shit on us all they want. But yeah, here we've got a snake skin on the ceiling, because why not?
Burmese python. Yeah, that's cool.
And yeah, so there's just a little bar here. During COVID, they actually kind of split up this room into two, using just a bunch of extra terrariums that they got from the attic, which was later. Cool. But yeah, here we have a little aquarium, which has some pretty interesting. Here we have like a cherry shrimp. Thanks.
That's a fish.
And yeah,
no,
just
not
so
a fish.
right now we're just gonna go over all the little things. So we have tarantulas.
Oh, I'm a sucker for tarantulas.
A bunch of scorpions. This one didn't. Some of them are no shows, but I'm just putting up the text to show you what would be in here.
Oh, this is a cool species. The blue baboon.
Yeah. So
do they have more than one in that tank?
I have no idea.
Because I know that species. That species you can keep like communally, so you can have like 10 in one terrarium.
Oh, that's cool.
It is.
The visibility of them aren't always the best. But
no.
Especially since those were kind of the extra exhibits that they put up during COVID. So
yeah.
They're usually just in the attic. This is a little fun. There's like a little sign here. We have the strawberry frogs. And the sign says like, "Oh, we like to play hide and seek. Can you find all of us?" And this is
I like the mist. That's neat.
Yeah.
They're not very red.
At one point during the day, that mister was on. I guess it's just to get the humidity right.
Yes.
This one's cool.
Vietnamese mossy frog.
There it is. It's super hidden. But yeah, you got just a ton of frogs, ton of spiders and scorpions and stuff. One thing I learned while I was here is the name baboon for all of those tarantulas. Do you know why they call them baboons?
Oh no, I actually don't.
It's really interesting. It's because they look like baboon hands.
Oh, I get that. I thought it was just because they're from Africa.
Yeah, no, yeah, it is. But
some of them have horns too. Some of the baboon tarantulas.
Oh, that's really cool. So yeah, here's another cool thing about this room. Here's a taxidermy Goliath bird eater.
Yeah, I thought it was a blondie. Yes.
It passed away, I think, pretty recently when I was there.
Yeah, they get very big.
So they put up the taxidermy to show, like, this is how big they can get.
They get even bigger in the wild, too. They're usually limited by their enclosures in captivity.
But yeah.
Weigh the same as, like, a puppy.
Oh, damn. Don't want to think about that.
No, they're so
like, I don't have arachnophobia, but
no,
even
I don't
that.
either. That scares me, and I like tarantulas.
But
Indian star tortoise, yeah.
Oh, is that what that was? They
Like
didn't have a sign for it, so I didn't know.
Some kind of star tortoise. Just by the shell.
But yeah.
Yeah, what are these? Some kind of a knoll? Iguana?
I don't know.
I don't know anything.
I'm sorry.
You went here. I didn't.
Yeah, but if there's no sign for it, or if I didn't record the sign, then I don't remember.
I do like that most of these, yeah, it says green and all, okay.
Yeah.
So it's probably what they are. I like that most of the terrariums look to be bioactive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
and they're so varied. So, one of the coolest things, here we have a redneck fruit bat. No barrier. No window, no nothing. They
probably fly around the room.
They say they don't, because this is where they're being fed. So what the zookeeper said is basically, as long as they don't have a reason to go out and fly, which their only reason would be food, they don't. So they just kind of vibe here.
Well, I think they have to, because they can't hang upside down all the time. They have to be up straight sometimes.
I'm not sure.
Maybe they just move around.
But it's just so cool to see them just right there. I've got quite a bit of footage of them here. So this is a nice point to kind of catch up as well. And say something more about the zoo. So I already covered like the farmhouse is a monument. Because it stems all the way from like the 17th century or something.
That's old.
Yeah. And the reason the zoo is called De Oliemeulen is because the farm has an oil mill, and in the local dialect, an oil mill would be an oliemolen. So that's why the zoo is called that.
Oh.
And in 1987, the owners founded a reptile house inside of the mill, and as the time went on, they also added other animals and mammals, birds, making it more of a zoo rather than just a reptile house. And that's kind of the history of this place. So
That's very cool.
yeah, I always like to kind of see where a zoo comes from and see their history, because, you know, also for like Planet Zoo, if you're building a zoo, it's fun to think about what the history is and how that shapes.
Yeah, I
your
really
zoo.
think zoos should embrace their history, even though they tend to refrain away from it, because obviously animal welfare wasn't that big of a deal back then.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's cool to like see. Although where I work, my local zoo did that recently, put up a huge banner with like pictures of the zoo through the years. So I think that's very cool.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
think you should
really
do
cool.
that more.
But yeah. So this room is a little dark, so my footage is not stellar. But
No, I mean it's indoors. What do you expect?
yeah, it's awesome to see those guys move around as much as they did there. So over here we have another little nocturnal kind of animal. I think it is
The calico. No, it's a bush baby.
bush baby, almost.
It's called the
Yeah,
same thing.
these are super cute,
They are.
and they were very active. Like, they were jumping
it's weird to see
around
them active like that. They usually
so
sleep.
much.
They're nocturnal.
They were literally jumping from one side of their exhibit to the other in like
Yeah.
one jump.
Yeah, I've never seen them move like that.
Yeah, it was super neat.
They usually just sleep, but perhaps they just have their sleep cycle completely matched to day and night, which was cool.
Yeah, who knows? I'm not sure. It was pretty nice. When I was here, the zookeepers had just finished like putting crickets in all of the terrariums and stuff like that. So
Oh, that's neat.
over here we have a
Oh.
black-headed monitor.
Oh, this is a rare species.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Sick.
Oh, well, yeah, it is pretty rare, but it's not the one I thought it was.
Okay. So
It's not as rare. But
here you can also kind of see like we had a lot of jungly terrariums and stuff, and now we got like a very deserty one. Over here we have armadillos. Wow, the word escaped me there. And we can also see kind of the temple bricks on the walls. That's kind of the theming of a lot of the indoor
it was
areas
9
here.
or 12, the 9-banded, right?
The sign didn't say, so
Oh, it just is armadillo.
it just said armadillo.
I think it's a 9-banded.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy how little of a barrier there is over there.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, there's a bunch of signs that are like, don't touch. But yeah, and in the center of this room, there's also a bunch of larger terrariums for
Do they have
snakes
venomous
and-
snakes?
They have a what?
Venomous snakes?
I don't know. I'm not a big snake expert. I think it's mostly the other kind. I forget their name as well.
Yeah, constrictors.
Constrictors and stuff, yeah. So
Okay.
this one's really cool. This is a frilled neck lizard.
I love these.
Kind of the modern day Dilophosaurus, I think is what the education sign says.
Yeah.
So they've got the kind of
I love
frilled
looking at
neck that
the-
they can puff up.
I like looking at the Dutch signs because it looks like the lorem ipsum, the filler text thing.
Right. Make fun of our language, sure thing.
I mean, it's true. It does look like that.
To you, it means something to me. Literally.
That's true.
Um,
I'm sure some people can decipher lorem ipsum too.
Some, yeah, definitely not me. This one's also pretty nice. Here we've got the Chinese Chinese water dragon. There we
Yeah.
go. Together with cane toads, which
Oh,
is an
cane
interesting,
toads.
interesting choice.
So, I think they're invasive here. A
Might
big
be.
problem in Australia, but I think they might be. I think they might be getting out in Europe too, which is a shame.
That is a bummer. Yeah, I've actually seen a lot about that recently. I think both in next episode, where we go to Amersfoort. And yes, I know I said in the previous episode that the next episode would be Amersfoort, but that one's getting a little delayed. But Amersfoort also has a little thing about there was an invasive species that's no longer there because the last one passed away. And Zizou, which is where we're going pretty soon as well, also had a little education point about invasive species. So
Yeah, it's getting up there. Same thing with coatis and raccoons.
wait, coatis as well?
Yes, but only the South American ones, the yellow ones.
Bummer.
Yes.
So yeah, here we got the big iguanas, green iguana.
Yes.
Really cute, really cool species.
Indeed.
And they've got a bit of a larger terrarium as well than the rest.
They're such a cool species. They're used in like training for new zookeepers too, because they're so relaxed. There's really
That's
nothing to worry about with them. They're just chilling.
And here, just a smaller exhibit for the giant African land snail.
That's a snail.
It's a snail, yeah. I mean, it's cool. They're so
It
big.
is a cool. It's a snail.
And
Yes.
they got little bell peppers. I don't know.
Watch out for the French people.
I don't know if the snails skinned that bell pepper or if the keepers did that. But we can also see a ton of little babies over there.
Why
This
would
is
you
really cool.
skin it?
And then we just jump right into this boy,
Crocodiles.
freaking dwarf crocodile.
Yes.
And here I've never been. I'm unsure
Here it
if
is.
the habitat is a little small, or it feels a little small. But
Yeah, I mean, the thing with crocodiles is they don't really move.
yeah,
So they don't really need anything bigger.
when I went in here as a kid, we were convinced it was just a statue.
Yeah, well,
Be-
they don't move.
But then at the end of the day, it did
It's a cool
end
weird
up
thing.
turning around. But yeah, over here we've got the smooth-fronted caiman,
Yeah.
which is not the one we have in Planet Zoo. It's,
No, it's different. This is Schneider's caiman. I think it's
Exactly,
the other
yeah.
name. Yeah.
I mean, you're the crocodile expert, Mr.
I am.
Niebe Crocodile. But yeah, and also, together with the caiman, we've got a little turtle.
Little turtle. Terrapin of some kind.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There was no sign for him as well. But yeah, here we can see a little bit of an overview. So we've got these
I
bamboo.
like these
and-
enclosures. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see.
They have a lot of chameleons.
Yeah, more chameleons. It's the same chameleons as well. But
Do they have panther chameleons?
not that I know of. No.
Oh.
I think they were all veiled chameleons.
Interesting.
But yeah, you can see they just got fed
That's
some
lunch.
crickets. Yeah,
It's
he
a
wasn't.
grasshopper.
He
This is
wasn't
not a
very.
cricket.
Oh right, that's sure. I'm sorry. My. But yeah, he wasn't very into it. He was just kind of. I want to know what's going through that grasshopper's brain right now.
I mean, he looks to be shedding the chameleon on his hands.
Yeah,
there.
on his foot there. Yeah.
So I'm not sure how it is with reptiles, but I know spiders won't eat if they're like about to molt, which is when they shed their exoskeleton.
Yeah, there were a lot of animal shedding. We'll see a bunch more.
That's good though. That's a healthy sign.
Okay. See, now I'm glad I got you on here because you know a lot more about this than I do. So over here we got the rat snake or the corn snake or the whatever you want to call them.
And the same thing.
They have a whole bunch of these, and we'll also get to see these a lot more up close later in the day.
Yeah, they're very common as pet snakes.
Yeah,
Still.
they're I think the most common even.
Yeah,
So,
makes sense.
and over here, speaking of shedding, we can see another
Yes.
lizard over there. Who's got a bunch of their old skin on. But yeah, I just love like each of these exhibits has so much care put into them.
Yeah, it's all just you said just terrariums, but they're all different.
Yeah.
They're all cool.
I love how active these guys were as well, by the way. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's
were
weird.
crawling around all day,
Yes.
sometimes to their demise, but and yeah, just random bits of theming thrown about. I think this might be. Oh, yeah, this is the crested gecko.
Yeah.
Looks to be missing a tail, or
Yeah, they do that.
they do that.
Yes, it's a shame.
They don't grow back, do they? Or it depends.
I don't know. I know some species can grow them back, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
Alright, here we have the giant prickly stick insect,
Yes.
which is pretty cool. Probably I mean, it's a cooler than just a regular stick insect.
Yes.
The person I was with to this place didn't spot them, and when I pointed them out, they got very uncomfortable. They didn't like him. What I find fun to see here is the bramble leaves strewn about, because I remember when I was a kid, I kept stick insects myself.
This is a rarer species.
I love these. I would love one as a pet.
Gecko. Yeah,
They
we
are
have these
so cool.
here where I am in our like tropical house, and they're free roaming, and they're so awesome.
They are. So, I love how bright they are.
Yes,
Just so cool.
they are awesome.
Yeah, I actually looked up if there are any for sale in the Netherlands, and I found one for like 90 euros or something.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, that's
giant gecko.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, he was really hidden. Maybe you spotted them. They were on the right.
Oh no, I didn't see him.
Actually, I wanted to mention this way earlier on, but to the people watching, if you see anything in this video that piques your interest, like just pause the video, take a screenshot, take it home for like some Planet Zoo inspiration.
Yes.
I'm going pretty fast through all of this, because if I spend like 5 minutes on each exhibit, we'll be here for hours. But yeah, these things I'd never heard of.
Crocodile lizard?
Crocodile lizards. They're so cool. In Dutch, their name is actually crocodile tail lizard, and over here you can certainly see why.
Yeah, they do look like that.
They do look like that. They are really cool. They're pretty endangered, I think. So.
Yeah, I mean, as most reptiles in China are.
Oh, that is sad. But yeah, also one that I was. Oh yeah, here we have Dobby.
Dobby.
I don't
And
know
his
why.
pet owl.
I don't know why, but I thought that was fun to point out. We also have Chewbacca over there. And I think we'll see E.T. for a split second in a bit.
Oh,
I'm guessing there was some kind of movie event and they just never took it down.
yeah.
But
Certainly
that was,
interesting.
Certainly interesting, yeah. And here we have some macaws.
That's a lot of macaws.
There's a lot of macaws. And as you
What's
can
that?
see...
Is that a cockatoo?
Might be, I'm not
The white
sure.
one.
But yeah, as you can see, there's no netting or anything. These guys.
Do you know
have
if they're clipped?
They're clipped, not like permanently, but just temporary clipped.
Okay.
So they trim them every now and then
Okay.
to make sure they stay. Which,
I mean, you can train them to stay. They're very intelligent.
yeah, I'm not sure what I think about it, but it's just I'm just here to show the zoo and not give too many opinions, to be honest.
It's a lion.
Yeah, this is kind of the indoor. It's not indoor. It's like a tent, just a little seating area. You can have a little snack. And yeah, here we have Chewbacca and E.T.
Yes.
I don't know why. I really don't. But I mean, it's theming. So here we have the birds of prey, and a little bird of prey show. So I don't know. Are you a fan of bird of prey shows?
I mean, it's cool. Yeah, but I saw a picture from here where they had an emu out, which
Yeah.
that was cool.
That would be cool. They didn't take an emu out this time.
I mean, I like birds.
Yeah, I mean, it's just nice to see them fly around, and actually, I think it's probably a good bit of enrichment for them as well to just be able to stretch their wings properly
Yes.
every now and then.
And I only really like birds of prey and parrots when I say I like birds. And penguins.
All right, here it went over my head, and I was not ready for that. But yeah, it's really cool.
Do
And
they bring out most species, or is it just...
no, yes. Just a couple though, not all of them. Which is
I like
usually the case.
I like the palm trees being outside.
Yeah,
You don't,
I mean,
you
it
don't
was a
see that a
pretty
lot.
pretty sunny day,
They're probably in pots though, so they can move them in.
probably. But yeah, this guy was pretty funny, or attempting to be at least. He was like, he's really this bird's really good at pooping on command, and then he lets them fly over you. And but yeah, and of course, this is kind of a staple for bird of prey shows. I feel as well that they take out some kids from the audience who get to hold like a smaller bird. In this case, the white-faced owl.
That's cool.
It's as a kid, you're just sitting there like, I want to be chosen.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. The owl was a little bit stubborn. He wasn't always taken off when he should. So the kids did need a little bit of help every now and then. But it's fun. So what would your favorite favorite bird of prey be?
Bird of prey. I like eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's pretty basic. I guess yeah, like a golden eagle or owl.
Yeah,
Like
I think for me it's owls probably.
I like African horn owls. I saw them today. They're very cool.
Yeah. So this is a big. This probably. I think that he said that this was their biggest bird, the white-headed vulture.
Yeah.
And it's fun. They actually aren't just a crap. The word
Scavenger.
Scavenger. Thank you. But they also hunt. They also hunt if they have to.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool to hear about. And his name is Pipo, which is probably. I mean, he does look like a clown a little bit with its red nose and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess that's probably where the name comes from. But yeah, just really cool. I like bird of prey shows. It just shows you a different side of these animals. So between shows, they did take out some of the birds. So here we got the America bird.
Yes, bird.
And the other time I was there, they didn't do a show that day, but they were training. So that's where I got to see the eagle owl over here. And it's pretty interesting to see they actually do their training on a leash.
Yeah.
Which I'd never seen anything like that before, so that was kind of curious. So you can see this Harris hawk over here on this leash.
Yes, on his leash.
I mean, they are kind of extra cautious because they're like in the middle of a city and they have such a small plot of land. But yeah. So we got a little playground. Every zoo needs one.
Of course.
You can actually kind of see just right behind this hedge. That's where the zoo ends. It's a very tiny kind of backyard almost. And here we have the pinnacle of habitat design.
Yes. Of course. Millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. But yeah, we got the emu.
Yay.
Yay.
Is it emu or emu?
It's emu.
What's the correct way of saying it? What's the
Emu.
Australian way? Is it emu?
It's emu, yeah.
I always say emu because I think it's cooler.
No, it's emu.
Emu.
You'll upset the commenters, Kr0x. Careful.
Oh yeah, emu.
But yeah, and we also got alpaca.
Yes.
Alpaca.
Alpaca.
No, no, I don't know. But yeah.
He's very shaved.
Yeah, he was back then. But yeah, the garden over here is like both the gardens actually, because there's two kind of separate outside areas separated by that little tent in the middle.
Very, very skinny path, very slim.
Yeah, but it's super, super lush, which is quite
cool.
nice. But yeah, I mean, it's a small zoo. I don't think it's usually that busy. So these
I
small
like
paths,
this fence type. It's very common. It's very cheap to build too, but it looks neat.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer this over mesh. I'll say that.
Yes, it's better than mesh.
Having visited a bunch of these smaller zoos recently, I did get tired of the mesh pretty quickly, especially since I was recording. I love these, by the way. Like, just the name alone, Betele.
Yeah.
It is. They
so
look
colorful.
Really sick. But yeah, just having to film through mesh is a pain because for some reason my camera always focuses on the mesh instead of what's behind it.
Yeah.
So I was just getting so tired of all these mesh enclosures. But I get it. It's cheap. It's safe because, you know, you can just mesh around the entire thing, including the roof. There's no way that your primates are going to escape.
No.
So it's just for the viewing experience. It's a little bit less, but
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's only bad if you're trying to take pictures or...
yeah, true. Just this is something I quite like. You got turkeys, and then right next to it, you got turkey vultures.
Oh.
As well as another bird
ibis.
that I don't
They're
recognize.
not. See, I don't know birds.
Yeah, you don't know. Me neither. Have to ask someone else. Maybe if you know what kind of bird that is, let us know in the comments.
Yes. Please.
But yeah, here we got. We saw it
Quite
earlier, the African crowned crane, and they are mixed with stork. And it's kind of nice. I do like this habitat a bit.
Oh, you could see an animal running in the back there. Through those trees.
I'm not sure.
Interesting. We'll
Maybe
get
it
to
was
that,
the
though.
emu. Maybe it was a kid.
Yes. Perhaps.
But yeah, you got a little tunnel, which kind of came out of nowhere. Just in
There's nothing in there.
there's not a lot in there. But here we get a better look at that other bird that isn't a turkey vulture, that didn't have a sign, so I don't know what it is.
Yes.
And then in here, we got a little indoor view of the common squirrel monkey.
Ooh.
So yeah. The zoo has a couple different primates. Wait, would this be a primate or just...
Yes.
Yes, okay.
It is a primate, yes.
Okay.
All monkeys are primates.
I'm not really good with biology and stuff, so...
That's also a primate.
That's also a primate, okay. Good to know. Yeah, just... There's a couple of random dinosaurs strewn about.
And
Because...
movie characters, too.
and some movie characters, yeah. So here we got the outside of the squirrel monkeys.
What do
I
you
think
call
they're-
these in Dutch?
They are doodshoofdaapjes, or
Okay, yeah, so they're
skull
skull
monkeys.
monkeys.
Yeah,
that's what they are
which
in Danish, too.
I think it's a way cooler name.
It is. It's way cooler.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. That's I love that about... Yeah, that's something I really like about
It's the
them.
same in Danish and in German, I know. It's
Yeah.
also skull monkey.
So I think here they do share this habitat with something, but I don't know what. I think some kind of bird.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, and the habitat's nice and lush.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. So here we're moving back up on the main farmhouse. I think behind these doors is where they keep some of the species that they don't have out in like the winter and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the bigger tortoises and stuff like that. Here we have meerkat habitat number 1.
This is... Oh, okay, I was going to say, this is very small. Very
Yeah.
small.
This is the smaller one. But they're here. Yeah, I was I kind of mixed up this footage a little bit. This was the second habitat I saw, and I was a little like, oh, another one. But yeah, there's another one
Okay,
over
yeah,
here for the
these.
dwarf mongoose. So
They're so small. I love them.
they are incredibly tiny. But yeah, this is kind of like a separate little barn. I don't know if this barn is also like as old as the farmhouse or not. But they just built a bunch of
Oh,
enclosures
Saki.
next to it. So you got white-faced Saki. I do think this habitat might be a bit on the small side as well for them, but
I mean, it's smaller zoo.
it's smaller zoo, yeah. They do definitely make the most of what little space they have.
Yeah.
Especially with these tiny winding paths.
Yes.
They cram a lot in there. So one more look at the meerkats over here, because there is actually another path down here. We kind of took the outer path now, but there's like another little ring of exhibits in here, and a few aviaries as well. So let's have a look at that. So here we have a couple different owls,
Okay.
starting with the burrowing owl.
I love these.
And in Dutch it's a konijn owl, which is a rabbit owl, or a bunny owl.
Yeah, I think it's like a prairie owl in Danish.
But yeah,
Which
You
that
can
might be a different species.
see
as
kind
well.
of this woven thing behind them, because this aviary is kind of separated in two. There's another owl on the
Oh.
other side. And then here we've got the
Oh, this is the horn owl.
African... is it a horn owl? This one... From when I translated it's a
Yeah.
crest, a spotted eagle owl.
Oh, it might be. Might just have two different names.
That might be, yeah. So the sunlight was kind of making it hard to record here, but he was hooing a lot, which was fun. But yeah, this kind of, it's the same aviary as the other owls have, but it's like not split in half. So
Oh, I love porcupines.
yeah. So it's the Indian porcupine. They've just got a pretty simple habitat, but it works. A lot of the habitats here aren't like I feel like you don't really go to these zoos to see the most like crazy designed things. It's
Yeah,
very
you just
focused
go
on
there to see animals.
yeah, it's very focused on the animals. So yeah, maybe this is what you saw walking in the back earlier. This is the
Capuchin.
white-faced capuchin,
Yeah.
and they also got a pretty large and a pretty tall aviary meshed off.
Yeah, I just googled it. Apparently, there's no such thing as an African horned owl. I'm just translating the Danish word.
Right.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, that's just what
And
you get.
they have horns.
Yeah,
Looks
no,
like
they
it.
they do. They got really tall.
It is a spotted eagle owl. Oh.
Yeah. So what's really nice about this aviary is you can kind of see a tree grew through it, but it's completely trimmed where it's in the aviary,
Yeah.
and on top
Probably
it
just,
does still green.
The capuchins probably rip off the.
Yeah,
foliage.
probably they
Eat it.
go about. So I didn't really catch this habitat in its entirety, but there's like a hexagonal
What kind of
mesh
squirrel is this?
squirrel tower. I think it's a red squirrel.
Oh, okay.
And then
Stink deer.
stinkdier, it's a skunk.
Oh.
Stinky.
Oh, it's very white.
Yeah, I'm not sure what type of skunk.
No, it
That
looks
might
to
be
be
'cause
just a striped skunk.
It didn't specify.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they can have like varieties in fur color too.
That might be. Yeah, that is something I would say. Like, a lot of species aren't really specified, or in general, the education side of these smaller zoos is often lacking
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're looking at, it's going to be hard to tell. What species is this?
So this is the African horned owl
Okay.
from the back. So
Spotted eagle owl. Yeah, okay.
spotted eagle owl.
They have horns.
They have horns. You can see them.
Yes.
But yeah, that's what I said. Like, this aviary is the entire thing, and the other one is that we're about to get to is split in half. I just got distracted by the skunks because I was happy that they
they
were
are cute.
outside. They really are. But yeah, so turning around for the final exhibit out here. Not this one. This is the one we saw earlier. The crowned crane followed me all the way around. But over here we've got our final owl, which is the white-faced owl that we just saw in the Bird of Prey show as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, here you can see that same kind of woven thing. So there's like, it's a bigger aviary that they split in half for the two smaller owl species. But yeah, here the path joins where we were earlier for the squirrel monkey again. What you can kind of see in the back, I didn't record it very well, but against this brick wall over here, there's some nesting boxes for bats,
Oh.
which is pretty fun. And there's a little education sign about bats. There's this super creepy mushroom, which was only there during the fall, so I feel like that may have been a seasonal thing, or it's just a new thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was spooky. And yeah, just a bunch of fun little things around here. Just playground stuff. If you need playground stuff, you can get some inspiration here, maybe.
Yeah.
We have another look at the Saki habitat.
It's interesting that there's no like there's only one barrier between you and the monkeys.
Yeah, that's for a lot of places. Like they do have a lot of signs that are like hey, they bite, they peck.
Yeah, I mean, that's why Europe in a lot of ways is superior when it comes to smaller zoos. Because in America that would not fly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because people lose a finger and then sue
Right,
the zoo.
they just sue everyone. Cause
Yes.
fuck America. Right,
It's not,
yeah.
it's not the zoo's fault if the guest is stupid.
Our brain dead, yeah, no. But yeah, we're going upstairs now for our final look of the inside. So in the upstairs level, there's a bunch more terrariums and stuff like that. So just like the downstairs, the upstairs is also split in two. So over here we have the water monitor.
Oh yeah.
Really
It's
neat.
not that big.
No,
Pretty small.
it's pretty small. And we also have the Indian python.
Burmese.
Really big snake.
Oh, that's a weird color morph.
Yeah, I'm not sure. What's
That's a Burmese python. It's a retic.
reticulated python. And
Yeah.
we got a bunch of tortoises here in the corner. So yeah, just like the downstairs area, there's just so much out here
Yeah.
to go through. But that's what you're gonna get with reptile houses.
Yes. It's cool.
Jam-packed.
There's only one place in Denmark that I can think of that's like this.
Hmm.
I don't really want to go there 'cause it's just a bunch of terrariums.
Yeah. So up here, just like the downstairs area, you can see a bunch of the like temple theming, which is pretty cool.
Rhino iguana.
Rhino iguana. They were all up against the glass.
Yeah.
You can tell by the concrete over there that they spend a lot of time there, shoving their things out of the way.
Here's tarantula food.
Here's food, yeah, probably. But I mean, these I'm not sure if these are also a type of cockroach.
The
I couldn't
hell
find the
is
sign for
that?
them.
Oh, it's a cockroach.
But look how shiny they are.
Yeah.
They look really cool.
Looks like some kind of cockroach. Ooh.
That's a cool one.
Some Peos species.
But yeah, and then we go to the other side, where there's just a bunch more terrariums, and in the back we can also see the classroom, which is where we're gonna kind of wrap up the indoor area. So we've got some bearded dragons. They actually have a very nice big terrarium.
Yeah, you don't usually see that because they're pets, essentially.
They are. And over here we've got...
Where's there just a random horse skull on top of that?
Yeah, they like to throw random stuff on top of the terrariums here. And we've got another big snake. And we're gonna go there in a bit, the classroom, but first we'll finish off this room. So we got these little guys, one of them missing a tail. But it's the ocellated lizard. I wasn't really familiar with these.
No. Looks like a skink, kind of.
Yeah, they got a little deserty. Have the all the wow, all the cacti and stuff are faux. They're fake.
Oh,
I think
is a
this
cobra.
one's venomous.
Yeah, this is
actually.
a cobra? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That's cool.
Yeah, I was actually
Cool.
joking here. Like, oh hey, I could stick my finger into the glass.
Yeah, probably don't.
Yeah, that's what I figured as well. Once I read the sign, I'd be like, this one's very dangerous. I was like, oh.
Yeah, they're pretty toxic.
But yeah, so just a bunch of junk on top of the things, and here we got another cool little snake.
Oh, these are also venomous.
Oh, cool.
This is a eyelash viper? No,
I wasn't sure. It's
some kind of viper.
Some kind of viper.
Brown spotted pit viper. I've never heard that species. Huh.
That's what a sign there said.
Yeah,
so that's what I put
I
up
believe
there.
it. I believe it.
Yeah, we got a bunch of rock stuff, and this one's so cool.
Yes,
I love this one.
the caiman lizard.
I love how you can also just see the little drainage thing
Yeah,
in there,
it's probably just a sink with a terrarium on top.
probably. And this one's also really cool.
Yeah, Mertens.
And speaking of shedding,
Yes.
earlier, wait for it. Wait, okay, no, I got distracted by him again.
He is cute.
He is cute. I just love that bright colored face. But yeah. Is it shedding time? Nope. Oh, what did I'm getting frustrated at myself.
Yes.
Wait, did I not?
Oh,
maybe.
Monster.
Wait, no, I think it comes up later.
Okay.
In the final. Like after we finish the video, I have a bunch of just random footage that we can talk over to.
Lunch.
Yeah, some nice little chicks.
Are you sure this is a Gila monster?
That's what the thing said.
Looks like some kind of beaded lizard, which is a relative of the Gila monster, but it's like Mexican variety.
Might
Gila monsters are like orange.
Yeah, I didn't think they looked a lot like them either.
It's probably just a beaded lizard, which pretty much the same thing.
Okay, then it's good enough. But yeah, here we got the classroom, which is where they give a little fun little reptile show. So they take some of the animals out of their enclosure to show them and talk about them a little bit.
Yeah.
So here we got a bearded dragon, and he tells a little bit about it. He didn't really tell a lot about the bearded dragon. The real stars of this show are the rat snakes and the curly hair tarantulas. Because not only do they give a little talk about them, you also get to hold them, which is really, really fun.
Do you get to hold a tarantula?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I haven't actually held a tarantula before.
Yeah, it's super weird. Like, they're incredibly light.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, snake first. So here I got the rat snake around my head. And it's so cool. He was very forward with me. But yeah,
you can hear people laughing at you.
You can just feel all the muscles like contracting and stuff.
Yeah, they're so awesome.
It's so cool to hold the snake. Like this, my girlfriend's always wanted the snake. And I was like, I don't know. Doing this made me want the snake as well. So
they are awesome.
Sometime in the future, I might get a snake. The thing is, we want so many pets.
Yeah.
That we really have to pick and choose. But yeah, here, so that was the snake, and here it's the tarantula. So it's a curly hair tarantula, and their name, or her name, is Kriebeltje, which roughly translates either to itchy or tickly.
Tickly, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just adorable. So here he's joking like, "Oh, do you want me to have her run around the room?" But you know, tarantulas don't really move at all.
She doesn't have that much hair, actually.
Sorry?
She doesn't have that much curly hair.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's from being put on so many people's hands.
Yeah, that's true. Some like varieties of them are like completely red almost, covered in the curly hair.
But yeah, you get to.
Another thing is sometimes they are, because most of the tarantulas are wild caught and then bred in captivity. Yeah. So perhaps it's a different locality that isn't properly described and stuff. So there's a lot of mixing going on.
Yeah, this is my own hand.
Yay.
And you can see my camera shaking a little bit because I was admittedly a little nervous.
Yeah.
But it is a super cool experience. So yeah, this is kind of the attic room I described earlier, where they have a bunch more just random terrariums, and I think when they wanted to set up that extra barrier during COVID, this is where they just grabbed a few random things from to put down.
Yeah, see, that's also a curly hair.
Yeah, that is also a curly hair, indeed.
There's a bit more hair.
But yeah, they've got just a bunch, just different tarantula, scorpions. Strangely, I didn't really see any of the scorpions. They are very well hidden, I guess.
That's a big monitor lizard skeleton they have there.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's just cool to see the kind of stuff that they decorate rooms like this with.
Yeah.
You can also see like a snake skeleton in the back there. Look at those.
That's a big spider.
Look at those things on its back. That just makes you...
Goliath bird eater, some kind.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
And those are the terrariums where they keep the things for the shows.
Yeah, there's a lot of spiders.
Yeah.
That's cool. Millipede.
Millipede. Yep.
You can
So,
just
yeah.
barely see the Cheetos and the Red Bull in the trash can.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for the entire upstairs area. So we're gonna go back downstairs and
Dobby.
check out the final. Yep, Dobbies. We're gonna go outside and check out the final bits of the.
Oh, I just noticed there's a hyena there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it a real stuffed hyena?
I don't think so. It doesn't look like a real one. And I wouldn't think that they ever held hyena here. But yeah, you can see the bush baby again. Just see it doesn't look very real. But yeah, just a quick overview of this room again before we head back outside, back to the macaws, and into the second kind of winding, swerving little path. So this is where we have the actual big meerkat habitat, or bigger.
Bigger.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty big. It's a good sized
Yeah.
habitat over here,
Yeah.
and they're all being nice and curious. So this is another one where it's like, if you want to, you can just pet the meerkat by
Yeah.
reaching over the fence,
That's cool.
and you can just hear them. I hate it how in Planet Zoo they barely make any sound.
Yeah, they're so vocal in real life.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you got the sentry over there. Which is
I love
pretty
how
fun.
they stand on two legs.
Yeah. And seemingly also a couple of juveniles over there feeding with their mom.
Yeah.
So that's fun. I love the sounds they make. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
They sound like a bird almost.
Yeah, right?
It's weird.
And speaking of bird, on the other side we have the Harris hawk, which we also
He
saw
probably gets
earlier.
a lot of fun of watching the meerkats.
The meerkats probably get a lot of fun watching the hawk.
Yeah.
It's kind of cruel, actually. I love it as well. During the bird of prey shows at the Beekse Bergen, you can often hear the lemurs go crazy
Yeah.
because they're right next to each other as well.
That's cool.
But yeah, over here on the outside, you can just see how close we are to just.
Yeah.
And here we can see that little sentry guy from earlier. But also just a little overview. of
It's
this
very
area.
lush.
Yeah, it's super. Like the bamboo really helps with that always. But just
Yeah,
look at this
bamboo is
guy.
awesome.
Yeah, no, it works so well. Because even in winter, it stays pretty green usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, over here we have the ring-tailed lemur habitat. So
Puppies.
there's a bunch over here. And you also, I do like that they give a lot of indoor viewings as well.
Yeah, that's neat. That's
Like-
not too common for smaller zoos.
Yeah, like even though the backstage areas are like super simplistic.
I love how you can see the. I only noticed this because I work with lemurs. You can see the different colors of eyes. Like some have really dark amber eyes, some have bright yellow.
Right.
It's a really neat way of telling them apart.
Serval. We got a bunch of small cats coming up.
Yes.
But yeah, here we have a little serval habitat. So it's also been meshed and netted over. It's pretty lush, I would say, for a serval habitat. Again, with all the bamboo and stuff.
Yeah, this specific kind of bamboo is very cool. I like it.
But yeah, you can see him.
Oh yeah, it's like a
sitting
heat spotlight thing.
I think
Or
it's
is it
just the sun. It's
Oh.
just the sun.
It looked red for a second.
It's probably just the angle or something. But yeah, I think it is a pretty lush habitat for a grassland animal.
Yeah.
But we'll see another small cat coming up, which does have a nice sandy habitat, which is fun. Here we have another view into the lemurs. They've got a couple nice climbing
It's a big
frames.
habitat.
Yeah, it's a pretty big habitat. It's nice.
Do you know how many they have?
You can probably count them from one of those indoor shots.
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure. So here's a fun little sign that's talking about how they're doing behavioral research with the lemurs, and that's why some of them are color coded. So you're talking about the eyes. I guess the researchers found the eyes
do they have like
too
beads
difficult.
and stuff?
I think they just gave them some kind of spot on their fur, maybe. I didn't see any colors.
Spray paint them.
Spray paint your lemur. It'd be an interesting research to see if that changes their behavior.
Like they do with penguins. Like they give them like a bead ring around their thing.
A lot of birds, I think.
Yeah. It's cool.
But yeah, there we got the Serval backstage. It's all just these kind of basic garden houses. But it works, so...
Oh, is this real?
That's not real.
Oh.
Definitely not.
Oh.
But we can...
Got my hopes up there.
See back here. See
Caracal.
all the way to the caracal. Now, in the summer, this is a lot more lush. We'll actually have a little look at that when we go back 6 months in time in a bit.
Is there anything in this pond?
Yeah, we'll see it in a bit, but there's mainly these set-up animals.
They could probably get actual alligators in there.
Yeah, if you fence it off a bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, would that work in our climate, though? You'd have to take them inside.
I mean, no, you can give them, like, heat spotlights.
Okay.
Outdoors.
Yeah, there was a little turtle on top of that.
On the
Fake hippo.
Real hippo.
Real hippo, yeah, no, definitely. 100% real hippo there. Not dangerous at all.
No.
So here we have a little crane, Demoiselle crane. It's just pretty simple habitat. And behind this is where the lemurs are. So we're kind of
so that's the lemur enclosure?
wrapping around.
They're really using all their space.
They're using all their
the
space
fullest.
really well.
Which is cool. I like that.
It's pretty maze-like at
is this the...
this point. So over here,
Oh, this is Primate.
got another little primate, tamarin, cotton top tamarin, also sharing
And a macaw.
with macaws. But they actually have a surprising amount of space as well, because this is not their only little meshed off area. They got another one of these, which we'll see in a bit. Yeah. Once again, you can get, like, this is all the fencing that you have between you and them.
Yeah.
Like, if you want, you can just touch their little feetsies, which you definitely shouldn't.
No, don't.
Don't do that.
That's how you become an asshole.
But yeah, once again, a little indoor viewing in this kind of cave-like area. They got a lot of climbing and stuff. And you can see they seem to be enjoying it a lot.
I like these little windows.
Right? Yeah, it's little peek holes.
Yes.
Yeah, this is definitely... Yeah, it's actually really nice. A lot of smaller zoos keep things super simple, but there are some nice
It has
ones
a
as
charm
well.
to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Are those Cheerios?
I'm not sure. But
It's a weird shaped food pellet. It's
He
cool.
did pick that one over the rest.
Yeah.
So yeah, over here we got another kind of fence-up area for them. This is connected to the same indoor area. So they actually have a lot of space that way, having two of these boxes. And on the other side of this, which is really fun, we got the farmhouse. And we got these little windows, which just look into the crocodile habitat.
Are these
These are the dwarf crocodiles, I think.
Okay.
So I think it's
this is the crocodile enclosure in there.
Yeah, I think it's really fun because they can't alter the outside because it's a monument. So it kind of forces them to have a little viewing area into the thing there. So here we have an ocelot habitat, which is really cool. I don't think I've ever seen an ocelot before. And this once again pretty lush.
You don't really see them outdoors that often.
Yeah, I was very lucky. It
mean,
was a pretty hot day when I was here.
The enclosure in general is typically indoors.
Oh, okay. That's
That's
cool.
what I mean. At least from my experience.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, here we got some slightly broken windows, maybe.
Yeah.
Or we got the
Did the tortoises do it?
Tortoise. They're probably not the tortoises, I would think.
Probably
Maybe
some guy in a on a like electric scooter in the zoo.
Perhaps that's a pretty logical. That might be it. Maybe it was this dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's a big old raptor.
Yes. Scientifically accurate, of course.
Yes, totally. I mean, I'd have to ask Wyatt. There's a reason I'm getting Wyatt for next episode. Oh wait, did I? Oh, I guess that's spoiled. I kept it vague last time, but yeah.
Oh,
no.
did you already know that you were gonna have me on?
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, was that for Lukashi?
No, it was for Wyatt. I meant to record with Wyatt before this one, but
Okay.
scheduling and stuff. So
Okay.
now you're taking his episode. No, not his episode, but his spot.
Do you want to spoil what zoo that is?
It's Amersfoort. I've mentioned it a couple of times. And Amersfoort has like a big dinosaur area, so that's why I'm asking Wyatt to join. So yeah, you'll see that next time. It's all edited and ready. Just
is there tube areas here? Or?
Well, you got the extra mesh on the bottom there.
Okay.
But yeah. So
is it open? No, is it open top?
I don't know. You could see earlier. You could see like a lantern, like a street lamp, and there was a net over it.
Okay.
So
maybe not.
No, safety first. Safety third.
Yeah, safe. Yeah, third.
But yeah, there you can kind of see like they did have
hippo?
like a. This is the same hippo we saw earlier with the little turtle on top. But yeah, the caracal habitat is a lot more like sandy and stuff, which is nice.
To see. I mean, they are pretty much exclusively desert.
Yeah, I think it could be really fun if they made like a very lush. If they had all three of them like side by side, you could have like a super lush tropical thing for the ocelot, and then like a grassland thing for the serval, and then the desert one for the caracal.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be really cool. But yeah, so that's it. We are back at this point, so we are going to go ahead and head back outside, and we have been pretty much everywhere. So here we just one more time passing this stuff, and we're gonna go to the gift shop where there's a couple more fun things to see. But yeah, what did you think?
It's cool. I want to go here now.
Awesome. Yeah, it's just a fun little. It's jam-packed with stuff.
I'd probably rather still go to Dierenpark or Bioactive.
Yeah, I can see that.
But
I mean, it's a fun,
cool little zoo.
It's a fun.
If you're in Tilburg, you'd probably go here.
Like it's near a bunch of other stuff. It's walkable from the train station as well, so that's in its favor. Cool. And you'll probably be done in like an hour or two, so it's perfect for like a double zoo day or something. Yeah,
or like arrival in the Netherlands day or something.
Yeah, something like that. Just if you don't have a lot of time, this is a perfect zoo.
Yeah.
To check out. And yeah, what's also really fun is that they're actually selling some foods for your own reptiles if you have any pet reptiles.
That's cool.
So you can buy termites, roaches, grasshoppers.
Buy them just to feed to the meerkats.
Could probably also work. They probably don't appreciate it.
No.
Got some crickets. So yeah, I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's pretty
and also
cool.
Kind of unconventional gift shop things. There's some bugs and some jewelry, which you don't really see in gift shops that often. So
no,
I thought that was interesting.
Can you buy the flamingos?
I wish.
Are they paper mache or are they like?
They look like it. It's kind of they look very jank.
Might just be a bad taxidermy.
But yeah, that's it. So that is.
Oh, is that the main entrance? Just that door?
That door is the main entrance. Yep.
Oh,
it's very.
I thought it'd be a little bit more grand.
They could probably make an entrance on the left there, unless
it's just that door.
Yeah. Yeah, they could probably make an entrance on the left of the building, unless that's also part of the monument. I don't know, but yeah, that's it. So here we have some. I've got some random animal footage in case we still have stuff to talk about, but I don't know if there's really anything left to be said.
No, it looks fun. It looks like a fun zoo to go to if you just want to like relax.
If you want to hold a tarantula.
If you want to hold a tarantula, you could just buy one. It's probably cheaper than entrance fee.
Maybe, I don't know.
How cheap is it to go here?
I think it's like €10, something like that.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's really doable.
Yeah.
I think I even had a little discount coupon.
Oh.
Like you need one. No, it's just a really fun little park.
Yeah.
Very cozy, jam-packed with animals. But I do feel like they care.
Yeah.
Because I do have to say, some zoos you see, you think like, okay, they are literally just here to show animals to people.
Yeah.
But,
to make money, essentially. You know, there's not much money to be made here because you're spending more money than you're making typically.
Yeah, all these things have to be fed.
Feed.
But yeah, I think we're just gonna wrap it up then. Not much else to say here. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time with Amersfoort with Wyatt. Go subscribe to Cr0x. He probably still makes videos, maybe.
I forgot about that one.
check out his latest video though. It's really good.
Not too long ago.
Yeah, it's a really good video. He of course he took major inspiration from me, so that means it's an even better video.
Did I?
Yeah, in your restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
right.
It looks really good.
I made that. That's true. I say I took inspiration from you. I took inspiration from Bex Berge, which is you.
Which is me. I am Bex.
I am.
Yeah. All right. So, thanks once again. We're just gonna keep rambling on. So, we're just gonna end it here. Bye bye.
Bye bye.